Welcome back. You're watching the Prime Edition. Trade and Investment Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria has issued a one-year suspension on the ban on the exportation of raw macadamia nuts in a move set to open up the markets. In Kiambu County, power has been restored at Kihara Level 5 hospital, where after a 4-day blackout following heavy rains that have been pounding the area. There's more stories in our County News Roundup.
It is good news to macadamia farmers in Kenya following the government's move to lift ban on exportation of raw macadamia nuts for 1 year to open up the markets for competitiveness and ensure farmers get value for their money. Speaking in Kirinyaga County, Trade Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria said the move was to shield farmers from exploitation by traders.
Wale makampuni wananunua macadamia sababu tuliweka ile sheria ya kusema macadamia ambao haijavunjwa isipelekwe nje. Na hao watu wachache wameshirikiana kuangusha bei ya macadamia. Sasa mimi tulikuwa na nia mzuri kwa kuleta hiyo sheria. So nataka kususpend hiyo sheria mwaka mmoja ndio macadamia ipate bei mzuri. Kwa hivyo watu wajipange.
In the judiciary, Professor Nixon Sifuna, a judge of the High Court of Kenya, has been feted by the Africa Development Bank under the independent recourse mechanism, an achievement he attributes to his close to 30 years of sustained activism and public interest litigation in human rights and environmental protection.
Well, I had always wanted to work in the judiciary. I've been an advocate for 27 years. That was a very long time, doing the same thing. And for every lawyer, the judicial appointment is the ultimate goal. That's where anyone wants to go finally at the peak of your career. I've grown up in the human rights movement, and when I started practicing, I started doing environmental and human rights, public interest litigation. Basically, that's what I've done very well over the years.
The father of 5, who is also a professor of law, urges aspiring lawyers to uphold integrity and critical thinking as a foundation to the profession. Elsewhere, Bomet County government has received 12,000 doses of rabies and 20,000 doses of anthrax following increased number of cases of the disease in the county.
With the consignment, we are targeting to roll out a massive vaccination across the county. To beef up disease surveillance, the county, in partnership with the Kenya Red Cross Bomet branch, will be conducting a 4-day training of trainers on epidemics in communities. The training targets 21 officers from both public health and veterinary.
And the county government of Kiambu has restored power at Kihara Level 4 hospital after 4 days of blackout that caused uproar from residents who had been forced to seek services from private hospitals in the area.
Since the rain started, the heavy rain started, there was a problem with the underground cable that had a short circuit, and the power could not be transmitted to the maternity and theater and some blocks in this hospital. And now the hospital is fully operational. All the blocks now have got power and they're fully operational.
Finally, activists in Taita Taveta County have criticized the county government for what they term as misuse of public funds. They now want relevant authorities to conduct an audit and charge those found culpable of misappropriating funds.
It is the court now to decide, because sababu kama kuna ushahidi si utapelekwa kotini. Lakini instead of mambo kufikiria mtu kususpect mtu, lakini rumors bwana wezi kaja tukakupunish sababu ya rumors.
Trevor Ngendo for Prime Edition.